Okay, so today we will discuss on like collection framework in Java. Okay. So what is collection in Java, right? So basically the collection in Java is a framework that provides an architecture to store and manipulate the group of objects. Okay. And like this collection can achieve all the operation that we perform on the data, such as searching, sorting, insertion, manipulation, and deletion, right, of data. Yeah. So we can do. Okay. So it can achieve all the operation also that we perform on data, like searching, sorting, insertion, and manipulation and deletion. Okay. Uh, okay. And like okay, so let's see, we can say like Java, uh, like this collection framework, right? It means a single unit of objects, right? So basically, like this collection frameworks can provide many interfaces. Okay, so we will see those interfaces and hierarchy of that collection framework. So, so interfaces, like what are the interfaces collection frameworks have? Like there's interfaces like we have list interface, set interface, queue interface. Okay, so you have set, list, queue. And we have DQ also. And so these are the interfaces. Okay. So, and these interfaces having its own classes. Okay. List having its own classes like array list, link list. Okay. So And we can say, and we have classes we have. So these are the classes we have in list, and set we have uh, like hash set we have. Okay. So now let's see the hierarchy. Okay. So this is the collection framework hierarchy. Okay. So iterable, like this is the collections of the interfaces, list interfaces, queue, set interface we have, and list interface. These are like having like all the classes, array list and linked list, and these classes are actually implementing if we need to like uh, inherit or like need to access those attribute. Either we can create an object or we can implement. Okay. So here we have list interface. It is like if we actually like inheriting all the classes, we need to extend, like this is extending this collection interface. Okay. So list interface having its own classes. Okay. And queue interface having priority queue, and set having hash set, linked hash set, and tree set also. Okay. And yes, there is a map interface also there. Okay. Hash map, tree map, linked hash map. Okay. So we will go through the, I hope you guys like understand, right, this collection framework. So this is list interface. Okay. So basically if you see this dotted line, it is implements. Okay. And this straight line, okay, this will extend the interface class. Okay, this interface. Okay, and the class and this class will be implemented. Okay, what if we want to access this array list, it will implement if we want to access. Okay. So uh, you guys understood, right, this collection framework hierarchy, how it actually works. So this collection interface having these three interfaces within it. Okay, list interface, queue interface, and set. And this list interface having its own classes like array list, linked list, vector, and there is stack also over there. So, and this whole collection is like extendable by this iterable, and this iterable interface, right? So this iterable interface we actually use to loop through the collection, like whatever we have, right, collection of data, right? So if we want to right loop through that, right, so print the whole stack. If we want to print the whole stack, so we can iterate those uh, object or like whatever elements we actually added there, right, inside the list. Okay, so this is the whole architecture of collection framework. So most of the time, like you guys need to know, right, at least what array list will does, and like linked list, and what is the difference of this both linked list, array list, and like lot of things. And most of the time like it is like very vector, like we use this in most of the time you can see this in using calculator program, right, we use this vector. So basic, this is the overall thing. And Let's say so basically like what is right this collection interface, and in this interface like there are like method in this collection interface, like there are many method in collection interface, and like what you say so we will see that like beside this. And yes, so basically like I have created this thing, this document. Okay, so we can go through it. Okay, so basically like this list. Okay, so what this list interface, basically like list interface is a child interface. Okay, like we don't go through it. Okay, okay, you guys want me to like go through this document? Right? If you want, you can. So basically this list interface, as I said, right, we have array list, linked list, vector and stack. And as you can see, right, so this list interface is the child interface of collection of interfaces. Okay, and it inhabits a list of type data structure in which we can like store and order the collection of objects. Okay, so these are the classes. Okay, as you can see, and we have array list. Okay, so basically like in array list what it say, array list is a popular alternative. Yeah, it is alternative. Okay, we will not go. So I want to like create this document to show you this examples. Okay, so these are the like how we actually did do it. Okay, so these are the examples. Okay, so let's say in list we have array list, linked list, vector, right? So as we can see, right, list. So let's say array list, right? So what we actually know about array list, like what is array list is. So basically like array list class implements the list interface, right? As we see here in this uh, hierarchy, right? So array list basically the class we have that implements the list interface. Okay. And it is basically use a dynamic array to store the duplicate elements of the different data type. Okay. So basically the array list class maintain the insertion order and it non-synchronized. Okay. It is like not in order. Okay. So the element stored in the array list class can be randomly accessed. Okay. So we can say. So the array list class maintains the insertion order and it is not synchronized. Okay. And so the elements stored in array list class can be randomly accessed. Okay. Okay. So, so let's see some examples. Okay. So let me share the attendance. You guys give the attendance. Okay. Okay, let's create a class name array list. Okay. So as as we see right previously in this Word file, right? So there is some examples, right? So here we have our main method, and so here we actually call the array list, like we are actually creating the object of the array list class, right? So because why we are creating object? Because we need to get whatever we have inside that whatever method, right? Add method. These are the method present in this array list class. Okay. So let's say to use array list class to store any elements in array list, right? So we need to call the array list class, right? So basically we are going to create an object of that array list class. So say array list, and here you can see it is saying we have this array list class. Okay. So array list, right? And it is taking array list. So it is coming from Java util class. Okay. So as you can say, see this, it is resizable array implementation of the list interface. Okay. Here you can see it is like implementation of the list interface. So, and here what type of data we are going to take, right? So this array list need to take some data. So it can be integer string. Okay. So say we are taking some names, so it will be string. So string, and after that object name, so let's say uh, list. Okay. And new operand, and same as we have array list. Now we can by using this object, right, list object, we can like add string to the our array list. Okay, so say add, and we can add some string, say Ravi. These are the names we have. Now, basically, this add method, right? We are adding this elements to the list, okay? And if I want to remove the elements, we can do it, okay, by the index number. Mhm. Basically, we can like added and say list. So remove by index number. Okay, as you can see, it will take a parameter as index number. If I give 0, it will remove the first index number, like first entry, right? So it will remove the Ravi first. Okay. If I give 1 over here, it will remove the Vijay, right? So it will like delete by using their index number. Okay. If I print this list, right? Uh, okay. So what it will give me an out. So now you can see, right? So it is removing the Vijay by using its index number. And
Uh,
suppose
if you remove 4,
if I want to remove this Ajay,
no, 4.
right? If you want to give right 4, index number 4,
Yes, that is not
so
ex.
no, that is because it will give not it will give some error. Okay, let's check. It will not find. Okay, okay, need to save it and run it again. Uh, exception error. Yeah.
Okay.
So it is not yeah, out of bound exception. Okay. So we can use try catch for it. Okay. So that you already know, right? So it will throw an exception. As you can see, right, we don't have element that is present in index number 4. Okay. We have only 3 element and 0, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So we can solve it by try catch and all if else. Okay, we can throw some exception handling. So I will not like go through that. Today we will like discussing on some collection framework interfaces and their classes, and we will discuss it on some different session. Okay, we can do it. Okay. So next, like so what we have seen, right? This iterator interface, right? So basically that iterator interface is basically used to write iterate all the like elements. We can loop through it. Okay, we can loop through it by iterator. And if we use loop through, and if we use like a while loop, we can use iterator. Basically like what I'm trying to say, right? Uh, it is kind of looping, okay, and this iterator class, this iterator, right? So it is also coming from like Java util, and uh, this iterator will take, right, whatever data type your array list having. Okay, so your array list, suppose my array list having strings, so to iterate all those elements, okay, in a loop, so I need to, right, give the data type over here also. Okay, so it will iterate the string element, string data type. And after that, right, so basically, we are creating an object of this iterator interface. Okay, this class. So now let's say we are giving some names, say I, iterator I, and we are going to pass this list. Okay, so say list dot iterator. Okay, so now basically it will do the iterator. Okay, and a while need condition, and here we are going to use. So basically we have has next. Okay, so basically this iterator, right, iterator having a function called has next, that is basically will check, right, it having its next elements, it will check. Okay, so dot, we have equals and has next. Okay, and now we basically do the next method, right? So it will check, right, if it is any right element is present or not. If it is present, it will do the next, it will take it. Okay, okay, need to store it, right? And we need to print this, right? So now I am expecting what it will print me: Ravi, Vijay, Ravi, Ajay. Okay, okay, understood, everyone. If I go inside this iterator interface, right? This is interface iterator. So it having the has next method and next method. So these are the methods it having remove. Okay. So to access this, we are, yes. Okay. Screen is zooming automatically. Okay. Is my screen is zoom right automatically? Uh, you need more zoom. Hello, I didn't get you. Right. Okay. So basically, like you can store inside a variable, or you can directly just print it. Okay, like this. Editor. So next, uh, after so this is the example. Okay, after array list, right? So we have linked list.
In case of array list, like if we are printing here directly system.out.println list, in that case, output is coming in within the bracket, right? In horizontal mode.
Yes, yes, yes. So
So what is the
basically, like
reason?
it is showing us the like element wise. Okay, and it is like we are looping through. Okay, it is iterating. Okay, it is looping, it is checking, right? It is present or not, it is printing in single line, and again it is checking. So it is printing in like separate line, like what you say, uh, vertically, and it is like horizontally. Okay, are you understand? Like because it is like elements, right? So it is coming inside those brackets. Okay. Um, as you know, right, elements we actually like it give us in bracket. If I run this, and another thing, it is because of it is iterating, right? First of all, it is checking it is present or not. Okay, if it is present, it is printing, right? Again, it is checking. So again, in next line, it need to print, right? So it is because of checking, right? Because of iteration, it is like printing in like first element in first, second in second, like that. Okay.
So after in iterator, you wrote a string in in open angle bracket and close angle bracket. So what it means for like
It is generic, non-generic. Okay, you will write. So basically, like generic what you say, uh, uh, that non-generic is like old old array list we have, right? So in non-generic, we don't give this data type, right? So it is because in non-generic, okay, in non-generic we don't actually give array list. This is the okay, and it is old. Okay, so basically like in JDK 1.5, or like we are using that thing, right? So it is that version, like what I'm trying to say, right? So I'm using right now Java 19. Okay, so if I use this alternate, right? So if I use this kind of Java, right? I hope it will solve. Non. This is like array list. It is like non-generic thing. Okay. And in the new generic array list, okay. So in generic collection, like we specify the type of angular braces. Okay. Basically, in generic, right? So we specify it. and non-generic, basically we don't specify like normal array list. Okay, understood.
Understood, but what is the need of using generic or non-generic? So if we are specifying the type, in that case, what will happen? If will not specify the type, in that case, what will happen?
Like uh, what I say, it will force to have only specified type of object, right? In uh, generic and in non-generic, let's check.
I think it's define the what type of
Data,
element
right?
we are storing array
Yes,
list. I
that
think.
what I'm what is array list, what it is saying, array list inner or type reference key should be parameterized. Yes, you can do lots of experiment. Okay, no issue. So,
So here, this array list basically meant for
see,
collection of object of heterogeneous type, right?
yes, yeah, yeah.
It means that it can hold character, a string, integer, right?
Let's see
It will
as
it will have the all data types,
yes,
collection of
right,
all data types. In that
correct.
case, if we want to perform addition while using iterator in the while loop, so since it is collection of a string and
Yeah,
integer, so in
correct,
that case
correct.
it
You
will
correct.
give
That what I am thinking,
exception.
right? I never use this like non-generic part. Okay, like because like we actually like as per like organize. It is good like you know this thing. Okay, I also like did it, but I like in real project we didn't use this like non-generic things. Okay, like particular data type we having, right? Name section we cannot have, right? uh, Numbers, or we just use the array list or generic version that can like have the data type. Okay, yeah, for different data type we can use it. Okay, but this is not a precise way. Okay, what do you think? What is your opinion?
My opinion is that like what I have studied, like I went through the web and I saw there, in case of array list, since the definition says that array list is a collection of objects, whether we are adding here Ravi or Tu or Ajay, all are in object format, right? And array
Yes,
list, where list is the object of array list, right? So where their list will with the collection of objects, heterogeneous type means either a string or number, but the main aim was if it is a collection of either name or
yeah, it
number.
is only a type of object in a collection, right?
Yeah, heterogeneous, it also accept the duplicate too, right?
Yes, yes. That also like non-generic also, like what
Yeah,
you say, right? The same.
so in case of if this is 100% correct, but we are iterating it here in while loop, right? And we
Yes,
are extracting one by one object. So
yes,
inside the while loop, if we want to perform addition of numeric data, but there is no any specific way to get the numbers from the list, right? Because this one I dot has next is giving the data one by one, right?
yes, yes, yes.
So if a string will come and if we are writing inside the while loop summation operations, performing summation operation means we are using addition operator plus,
So
in
why
that
we
case,
mute this string? Like why
yeah,
like we are doing addition and operation, right? We can
now
use
for
only numbers, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
now for generic purpose I am telling. So that was the problem in the array list. If a string will come, we can't add it with the numbers and we can't perform addition in case of array list directly. So in if that was the
Yeah,
scenario,
you are
then we
right.
need.
What you are saying, you are right. Okay,
Yeah.
that's correct. So I hope this is a good lesson for everyone. Okay. So I hope everyone having this kind of doubts, right? So this is good. Okay. So we can like if we want to take the numbers, right? In that case, we can use that non-generic way. Okay, we will not mention the data type in Angular braces. Okay. Okay. So we can use the logic for that also. No issue. So if we give the Angular, it will happen the generic way. Okay. I hope everyone understood, right? So you need to give the iterator also a data type. Okay. Okay. So I hope everyone understood array list, right? So next we will see the
One
link.
one more query I have. Can I ask?
Yeah, yeah, go on.
So in case of array, we are using loop and using index. We are getting their index data, right?
In case of
So
array,
in case of array, but in case of array list, we are not using directly loop, either for loop or while loop to get the data using index. So what is the reason in that case?
for
Can I
loop
have?
or while loop, yeah, basically like it is a collection framework, right? As we already know, and to loop through it. Okay. So you can see, right, this collection, whole collection framework, right, whole collection interface, it is actually looping through iterable. Okay, this interface. And like we can use for loop and for each loop for it. Okay. So, and while loop also. And basically this is loop through and we don't use statement for it. Okay. So are you getting? Hello? So these are the loop we have, right? So for loop, for each loop, and the iterator. Okay. So for collection, we can use for loop while like for each loop. So and iterable we use for this collection like list interface, queue interface, and set interface to loop through. Okay, we use iterable. And okay, let's see. Loop through, right? So basically, how we actually do it. Loop through, right? We didn't see loop through. Okay, let's say iterator. Basically, we use loop through for loop, right? So there is loop through is for loop. Okay, so for and condition like we need to declare string like variable, right? String a, and we don't use like comparison operator, right? So we use colon. Okay, colon, and we give the object name that array list. Okay.
This is advanced for loop, right? Not for loop.
Uh, I think
Yeah,
this is
that,
for each loop.
Yeah. For each, this is called advanced
yeah,
for loop,
sorry
right?
for it. That
Yeah,
what you say shorthand, right? This is for each.
yeah. This one is for each loop.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the another way we can loop through. Okay. Okay. So any other conclusion on this? Any other doubts or any other thing on array list? Yes. Okay. So next
No.
is linked list. Yes, Shubham. Okay, I'm moving to next class, which is linked list. Okay. So basically, like, what is like linked list? Basically, it is also a class, right, which is implements the collection interface, right, as we see over here. That linked list is also implementing this collection, this list interface. Sorry. So let's say linked list implements the collection interface is and it is used double linked list internally to store the elements. Okay, and it can store the duplicate elements and it maintains the insertion order. Okay, so basically list, right? Linked list, right? So as you can see, right, so basically like linked list is a like linear data structure. Okay, so it has the what you see, the address and pointer. Okay, so this is like address and pointer reference. So basically like what you see right here, so each elements of the linked list has referred address and pointer. Okay, so next element will of the linked list. Okay, basically, so here you can see the address and the pointer. Okay, so basically like what it is like doing, right? So it is like this what you say, this element, right? It is actually linked with this content, right, with the help of this pointer. Okay, and the last node of the linked list is the null, because like right, it is what we can say, right? So it is to maintain the insertion order, right? And it is not the synchronized way. Okay. So so in previously, that that is also like not synchronized way. It is also not synchronized way. Okay. And so basically like the manipulation of this linked list, right? So basically the manipulation of data is fast because of no shifting is required. Okay. So it is like it is what we say, right? A linked list is the doing the fastest manipulation of data. Okay. Because it is like have no shifting of is required. Okay. And as we can see, right, previously the same way, generic way. Okay, so we are creating an object of this linked list class, and by using object we can perform the whatever function we need to. Okay, so uh, and it can store duplicate also. And it maintains it maintains the insertion order, and it is not synchronized way. Okay.
Sir, here double linked list means it has address of previous value and next value, no?
Yeah, same doubt. Can
Yes,
you explain W linked list once again? Where we have it?
this
Uh,
basically like this linked list, right? So it is a linear data structure. Okay. And double linked list instance, right? It is right having this address and pointer reference, right? So it is I can say this.
ये भी क्लियर
So
हो गया
it
uh,
is like
in
shifting to
वो तो
hello.
एक ही बार करना हो जाएगा
It is shifting to the
आज ही
next
करना
content. Okay, until or unless the next last node is zero or null. Okay, and it is like bit faster. Okay, because of no shifting is required, like batch shifting. Okay.
Can you explain a little bit about here W linked list? How can we get?
It's a single linked list.
Yeah.
in here this is the single linked list, I think, because double linked list has two address now, one for the previous node and one for the next node.
Uh,
Yes, Chanchal is right.
Because in double linked list, in node we have stored some data, and node
yeah, yeah,
also
yeah.
have
Correct,
previous
correct. You guys
address
right.
and the next address.
Right. There's normal linked list. Double linked list. We are, yeah. Right. I just confused with some. Sorry. Yeah, guys, you are right. Correct. So it is used a linked list in internally to store the elements. Correct. Yeah. So no double linked list. Okay. So it can store the duplicate elements. Okay. And so in linked list, like the manipulation of data is bit faster because of no shifting is required. Okay. Is
इसका
so let's see some example.
अगर इधर और जो कंपनी ये बताया नहीं कंपनी नहीं तो ये तो सब हटेंगे या कुछ और लिखा जाएगा, या तो इन्वेस्टर लिखा जाएगा या फिर सर्विस लिखी जाएगी, फिर इसके
Hello,
ऐसे
sir.
इस टाइप के बनाना
Linked list uses doubly linked list concept. I checked in the net. Hello.
ये तेजस वाला,
Yes.
तेजस वाली
Uh,
दोबारा वाली।
in linked list, it uses doubly linked list concept. I checked in the net.
Anchal, even though
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you have checked on the internet over internet, but you know while looking the figure
yeah.
belongs to only one
Maybe the
singly linked
figure,
list, right?
the diagram will be wrong, I think.
Yeah. According to diagram, it is not a double linked, right? That's a
Yeah,
Yeah,
single
according
linked
to
list.
but
the diagram, it will
I didn't
not
like
doubly linked list.
taughting you the
But
double linked list. It is linked list.
Yes.
but
So,
it follow the doubly linked list concept according to the Java documentation.
But what he is following according
that
to that is the
I
single
didn't
linked
like
list.
totally following this. You don't like
It's complete
right?
single linked list.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's completely single linked list,
Yeah,
but
that's right.
Okay, so I think you guys are depending on this document, but it is okay. Like I am just trying to giving you the understanding, right? Over here, I hope everyone knows this Java, right? For those who actually right, the beginner one, the fresher one. Okay, so for them, okay. Yeah, that's good. Like you guys are pointing out the what are the faults. Okay, that's good. Like it is lesson for everyone over here. Okay, yeah, no issue. Carry on. Yeah. And anything
I think
like
we have to edit this document. I think, sir, we have to put
like
doubly
this
linked list
document
diagram.
is not for you. Okay, I just like
Yeah, yeah, I understand, but whoever the administration of this
I just
document,
created it. Okay, like somehow.
okay, okay.
To give you the concept or understanding of this issue. That's why I'm like using this whole notepad thing. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Okay. So where was I? Where was I? Okay.
हाँ यार, अंडू हो गया था, पता नहीं कैसे पुराना जो अभी वाला था, फिर करना पड़ेगा कल आके।
And same way we are going to create an object of this add a list class. Okay. Sorry. Linked list, right? Linked list. And it will give me error if you guys did notice one thing. Okay, no issue. So link list uh, and we need a main method, right? So same way we can add, but in this case, we need to add the integer as we mentioned the data type. Okay.
Applications. कल जो है इंडिया को
So here we can update the data. Okay. So basically we can update the data using index number. Okay. So
have a nice time, boss.
so is that? So list set. Okay. So this set function, it will take index number and the element, okay, that we need to update, right? So suppose if I want to update this 20, so I need to give the index number of it and the updated value. Okay. So let's say 1 and the updated value I am giving 50. Okay. Let's see. It is coming 10, 20, 30, 40, right? Now, and we can use the uh, that for each loop to loop the array, right? This list, linked list to array this linked list, or we can use iterator for it as same way as previous, right? Same way we can do it. Okay. More or less everything is same. Okay.
So, but in linked list, there is incontiguous memory allocation, right?
Yes.
And in array, it is contiguous. So, what is the difference when we set 1 comma 50 in linked list, and if we set 1 comma
Yes,
50 in
1
a
comma
array?
50 and an array list. You can repeat what you are saying, right?
Like in list also, we are accessing the index
Yes,
of
yes.
the list. And in array list also, then what is the difference between linked list and array list?
Uh, Linked list and array list, right? Yes. Basically, what you are saying, right? We can use that array list. What you know, right? That is it like what we use array list for to store the? Can we store that dynamically? What do you think? And what we use linked list for, right? To store the data, or like what is the structure you think, right? This both array list and linked list can have, right? What is, can you say, right? Underlying structure that you are saying, right? And like access time, you are saying, right? It like what can be the, you are saying the differences, right? Linked list and array list, right? The differences.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
He's trying to say array list following the index number, but when we see data in data structure, linked list do not follow the index number. So he asking for the what is the difference between array list and
Because
linked list? I think.
those are the different method. If you see, right, setting.
Yeah, the set method is for the collections method. No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you open the definition of set method,
See here also you
the
can see.
arguments there?
Like I told you, right? So more or less, this is all like the collection interface having all those like more or less every method, every function you can find same of like other classes. Okay. Yeah. What you are saying right over here? Okay. So first let me complete it. Okay. So you can update it. Okay. If you already know, you just watch. Okay. And if I just give any wrong information, then you can like say, sir, you just giving this. Okay. Yeah, like differences. I don't think like a lot of differences like it have. Okay. Like array list, it is provide fast access to elements by index, but the slower insertion and delete we do right in the middle of the list. Okay. Whereas like in linked list, like it is slower access by index, but faster insertion and deletion happens. Okay. In linked list. Like lot of things you if you go through it, right? Lot of things you can find difference. But if you see, if you watch from top, right, it will seems like similar. Okay. But if you go in depth, okay, there's lot of things you can find, small things you can find. Okay, it is different from array list. Linked list is different from this. Okay, that what I'm saying. Like this function you can find linked list, array list, and even like what are the upcoming classes we are going to write vector and like you. I hope in map there is different thing. Okay, key and value thing is there. Okay, you couldn't find this kind of things. And in stack you can see right push and pop are there, right? So there's a different thing, right? But here in list, array list and linked list, you can have the same method doing the same things, but their memory and the memory reading and what you say, right? The access time and ideal for these are quite different. Okay, understood what I'm trying to say?
Yes, sir.
So if you want me to go like that, like differences, you can go through that in anywhere in open source. If you have the clear logic, right? If you have the clear logic, then you can know everything. But this is for those who don't have the clear logic. Okay, that is good. You are doing this, and everyone, are you guys understanding, right? This whatever discussion going on over here. Okay. So if you have any like doubts related to this, we already discussing and clearing out. That is good. You can raise the doubts. Okay, that's good.
Sir, I have one doubt.
Okay, go on, go on.
Can we in here linked list we define the element type integer, but this integer is object and it is pre-built. Can we use here custom build object?
What custom object to store the yeah, like basically like if you use like yes, we can use right. First of all, we can do it like
here we use integer object no, for
Yes,
defining the
data
element
type
of
as
linked list.
integer, right?
Yeah.
What
Can
you
we
are trying
use
to say, right? We are like need to store the data in different variable, and we
Yeah.
are like using those variable. We are going to, right? Basically,
Yeah.
it is like a class. Okay, so we can use class. Okay, and that class having the variable. Okay, so like that we can do it.
Yeah, yeah. We can create our own class. Then we use that instance of
Yeah,
that
we can like
class in here.
inside like integer in data type integer we can pass the class, right?
Yeah,
So that will inherit the property, right? And by using we can like insert or using object we can like
yeah, yeah.
create
We
it.
can do it, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, more or less everything is same over here. If we want to iterate, we can do it by using for. Uh, what it is. Integer, so it should be integer. And more or less everything is same, right? For iterate through, we can just do while loop and all the like create an object of the iterator, and we can pass the list to the iterator. Okay. So so next we will see examples we saw. Next, we will see like vector. Okay, so vector basically used to like vector is use a dynamical array to store the data elements. Okay, so we have vector, and like vector uses a dynamic array to store the data elements, and it is similar to array list. Okay, and however, it is like synchronized and contains many methods that are not the part of the collection framework. Okay. So we will go through that. Basically, like
हेलो आ रहे हैं अंकल जी भैया नमकीन ले लीजिएगा
collection frame.
बीस वाली भुजिया नमकीन दे दीजिएगा और ये कोल्ड ड्रिंक एक निकाल
Basically,
दीजिए
like for vector, it is used to like dynamic array to store them. And it is similar as like array list, and however, like it is synchronized and contain many methods that are not a part of the collection frame. Let's see. So same thing, right? So what we are doing here, we are adding same thing for vector also, and
Sir, how to insert an element in the linked list?
by using add method, right? Add function. So suppose, right? So linked list, right? So here by using add method, right? We are adding the elements, and whatever you are adding the first, right? So it will like storing in the index number. So first add, it will store in 0 index number. Okay. And next, like it will go on like that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. It will store the as per the index number. Okay. Next store, it will do in index number 4. Okay. Like that, you will store the element. Okay. Same thing for vector, how we actually
If you have n number of element,
yes.
if you have n number of element, insert an element of number of n minus 1, and what is the code of that?
Yes,
Linked.
if the n number of element, multiple number of element, right?
Yes.
So if user yeah, so number of element, right? uh, we will do that by adding the thing, right? So, or we can use the logic for that. Okay. So we can create another function and we can give the logic to take like string variable or data type. Okay. As a parameter, we can take name as a string, and like we can add that thing, and using the add function there we can use the list where we are going to store the right, so user or whoever like doing giving the name. Are you getting Suman?
Yes.
uh, Logical part, right? So I hope everyone understand the like you guys have lot of questions over collection framework. So these questions, right? So you need to try this, right? How you can write. So everything like we cannot discuss in single session. Okay, we can write have the some doubt clearance session. Like need to identify how to do the problem solving or how to do the function creation, right? Yeah, what you are saying, Suman, it is right. So we need to create a separate function for that to take all the right. So one function, it will take the string data string data, and it will store in any kind of list, right? If you want to store in array list or linked list or any kind of list, you can store it like that. Okay. I hope you are doing some kind of project there. You are storing the data, right? How you are actually storing the data? Human? So logic part should be there, right? So suppose, okay, I hope you didn't get it, right? LP day one having this variable. Suppose, okay, suppose linked list. Okay. Basically, like here inside of this, right? If I try to get access this class, day one, right? So now by using this class, right? So I can create like using this, I can simply create a and here things can be happen, right? It, Right, you can like create a in between session creating a logic, it not inside a main method creating a logic, it not appropriate. Like how I can uh I need a different interface where this interface having its method and using linked list I can call that, right? So it is not an appropriate using over here. If you right, that is what you are saying, Suman. It is actually applicable in project. Okay. So
Okay, sir.
otherwise, you can see, right, we can add by, and this is the concept. It is adding. Okay.
Okay,
So
sir.
we
You
need
can
to
add
create a
it.
logic for it. Like I can give you some glimpse of logic, right? So it can be, right. So if I want to get all the right, so all the numbers. So for that, we can have some method that is storing all the like we stored over here, and it will get all the stored thing over. Yeah, we can like discuss that at this vector.
40 हो गया
Thing we are going to do creating an object of a class vector, and it is taking
ऐसी टोन में बात कर तो कितने अच्छा बच गया
so now using object we can like whatever we are doing previously adding, we can add the element. Okay, so there's a lot of function you can do. Put, add, remove. Okay, so wait to string to set remove element. So here lot of
बीच वाली बेसन
function and it having their own like functionality, right? So remove all elements, delete the component, right? So if I want to update using put,
Okay. That
there it
the
is.
study
We
start on paper.
set set null. Okay.
20 वाली बेसन
20
20 वाली बेसन भैया
20 वाली बेसन तो नहीं होगी, अगर 10 वाली होगी तो 56 वाली होगी।
तो 2 बंद दे दीजिए और 1 बटा दे दीजिए बस। एक बन गया वो देखिए कितना हुआ रोटी बना
So that's all for today. Okay. Thank you everyone for joining the session.